Hello and welcome. It's your main math man, Mr. Lyons here. Hope all is well. And we're currently on page 2 of our brand new packet. Welcome to Unit 4, Exponents in Scientific Notation. And today we are rewriting the expressions in exponential notation or expanded notation. That's what we're doing today, okay? And so for example 1, and again, at any point you feel comfortable, you can do this on your own. Pause the video, try the problems on your own, right? Write in exponential form. Well, we know exponential form has a base and we have an exponent. Right now it says 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Exponential form is just what? Repeated what? That's right, it's repeated multiplication. That's what you should be thinking of whenever you see exponential form, right? 3 is being multiplied how many times here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So my base is going to be 3 because that's the factor that's being multiplied. How many times is the base being multiplied by itself? 5 times. That's 3 to the 5th power, okay? It's just that simple. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 5 times, right? We're not simplifying this and to the standard form. We're not doing 3 times 3 to 9 times 3. We're not doing all that. We just want to write it in exponential form, okay? So that's what we need, a base and an exponent. Write 2.5 as an expanded form. Now this is different now. This is an exponential form because we have a base and we have an exponent. In expanded form, we know that exponents is a direction, right? It's just telling you to multiply a base by itself how many times. This is 2.5 times 2.5 times 2.5, right? Get in the habit of using parentheses as another way to show multiplication, right? See if you can do these next ones on your own. When we're doing example 3, we have fractions. Fractions is the same exact thing. Don't get tripped up. Fractions is the same exact thing, right? Expand this. Base is 5 over 2. The exponent is 4. So I'm multiplying my base by itself how many times? That's right, 4 times. This is what this looks like expanded. All right? Look at number 4, example 4. What's different about example 4? Not too much. Let's write this in exponential form. Well, what's our base going to be? What is our base? That's right, negative 1/8 is our base. How many times is negative 1/8 being multiplied by itself? How many factors do we have? We have 2 factors of negative 1/8, right? Now be very careful, and we'll get to this down here. This is way different than this. These are not the same thing, right? Because here we have parentheses, here we don't. Here this is saying negative 1 times 1/8 to the 2nd power, right? But we'll get to that a little farther down. Whenever you have parentheses, a good rule of thumb is to use parentheses, right? And the negative parentheses, that's going to be one of the trickiest part about today's lesson, but that's basically it, right? See if you can do this one on your own. This time, what's different, we have a base that is a variable. That's right? It's the same thing. See if you can do this on your own before I move ahead. Absolutely. What you're going to get here is you're going to have a base of x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, repeatedly multiplying x by itself 6 times. Okay? Now, in the next slide, what I want you to consider is, look at these sentences here. Let's eat, Grandma. Let's eat, Grandma. Commas save lives. What do you think is the difference between these two sentences? Let's eat, Grandma. Let's eat, Grandma. What do you think is the difference between these two sentences? Think about it, consider it, and I'll tell you how this relates to exponents in the next slide. I'll see you soon.